Bizarre ER about idiots that cut themselves.
Welcome to Bizarre ER, home to the nation's weirdest accidents.
He told me that he'd swallowed a knife and fork.
You've got a spider in there.
Oh! They were then stuck in his bum.
We take on the strange.
I've been kicked in the face by a cow.
The careless.
Oh, he fell off the loo.
I'm a twat.
And the downright ridiculous.
Nailed it to my hand.
I had a bite from a tarantula.
No matter what your symptoms,
I'm so hungover.
our doctors and nurses are ready to see you.
Kiss me.
Not shy, is she, this one?
It could well hurt,
Oh my God.
but we always get results.
Fix me up good and proper.
Prepare yourselves
Can't even cross my fingers.
for some seriously weird medicine.
Only a little prick, probably.
Checking into Bizarre ER this week,
Oh, yeah, I felt that.
we meet the girl whose piercing encounter has meant she's getting a right earful.
Ow, Mum! Ow!
I think it serves her right.
We take a gander at why this man has a hand in his own injury
Yeah, I'm a twat.
and what happens when this girl gets into stubble trouble with a blunt razor.
I got my shaver stuck.
There's a dose of tough love after a drunken accident,
I want it to be broken.
A little bit harsh.
and we relive the miraculous story of how a woman survived a car crash that saw her being dragged along the road by her face.
My head looks like it has been through a mincer.
Basingstoke Hospital, a shelter for the sick,
It hurts. Hurts quite a bit.
a sanctuary for the injured,
Above my eye.
an asylum for the unfortunate.
I've been learning parkour and I was trying to do a backflip.
And in the Bizarre ER waiting room today is someone who's looking extremely pleased with themselves. Go on then, who are you?
My name's Matt.
And what have you done, me old mucker?
I've shot myself in the hand with a nail gun.
Fuck me,
When they're going to pull it out, it's going to hurt.
Yeah, you're screwed, mate.
Which I hope you're not going to be in there for, in case I cry.
We are not going anywhere, sunshine. Earlier today, thrill seeker Matt was using his nail gun on a roofing job, but he decided to up the danger factor by hitting a knot in a wooden rafter, sending a 65mm nail into his hand at high speed.
Oops, I've had a boo-boo.
Yeah, you can say that again, mate. Fortunately, Matt has brought someone to hold his hand.
Yeah, I'm here with me mum. Dragged her out.
Yeah, hello, Trickle.
Always phone mummy if I hurt myself.
Don't play with it.
Yeah, you'll go blind, Matt. Oh, you meant the nail. Yeah, fine. Matt's already posted a picture on social media, and Mummy's not impressed.
Some of them are a bit rude.
Oh,
Yeah, they're all to do with having something in his hand.
Just don't let her read them then, Matt.
Biggest prick you've had in your hand.
This is awkward, isn't it? Turns out this is no laughing matter. Matt's managed to shoot himself with a nail called a ring shank. That must actually be Roman slang for something, right?
So these rings on here stop it from coming out of anything.
No more ring shanking for you, my friend. Here's nurse practitioner Reg to give us the prognosis.
What we're worried about the nail going into a hand is not only damage to the bones, how deep that nail's gone in. We're also looking at tendon damage, ligament damage. We're looking at nerve damage.
So it's off to the X-ray department to see if Matt shot that nail right into the bone. And while Matt waits anxiously for the results, there's just enough time to call his girlfriend, who's got some heartfelt words of support.
Yeah, I'm a twat.
Oh, she's a keeper, eh? So Matt's now to his seat until the X-ray results have been processed.
Touch it.
No, it's make my stomach.
And we'll check back in with him later.
Stop it.
Here's another tough case for Bizarre ER. Phoebe and her mum Emma have come into Basingstoke A&E in the hope that the staff can help them find some buried treasure.
I had my ear pierced a week ago. It was throbbing last night when I was trying to sleep and I couldn't sleep on that side. And then this morning I went to the mirror to look and obviously noticed it wasn't there. So I called Mum and then Mum tried to use her pliers to cut off a bit of it and get it out, but it didn't work.
Mum wielding pliers at your sore and no doubt infected ear. I, for one, am not going to sleep tonight.
I couldn't pull it out because I can't get a small enough pair of snips on the butterfly. Every time you move the butterfly, she squeals.
Mum, do you think you've watched Kill Bill too often?
I think it serves her right because she's gone and had a cheap piercing with a cheap earring and not kept it clean, so it's fully deserved.
Oh, classic mum banter. How much pocket money did you spend on that hatchet job anyway?
£5 for 2.
What? That is actually worryingly cheap. That's like the opposite of reassuringly expensive. Let's see if nurse practitioner Ben has a more sympathetic ear. See what I did there, guys? Ear, don't worry about it.
Has it not just come off?
No, it's gone inside my ear.
Right, how do you know that?
The studs disappeared from the front, but it's quite swollen.
Yeah, a bit of a giveaway, that.
So what I can feel there is like a...
It's quite sharp, isn't it?
It's a pin. That's got to be the end of this, isn't it, surely?
So then we should be able to pull the back out.
Don't let Mum near any pliers, Doctor.
I mean, I'm not going to cut your ear open to retrieve something on a maybe, which leaves us with the possibility of trying to get an X-ray to see if it is there, because it'd be a shame to cut your ear open and to find that it isn't there.
So it's off to X-ray for Phoebe as the search continues for that missing stud. I'm starting to wonder whether it'll ever be found, but luckily for Phoebe, this isn't nurse practitioner Ben's first ear piercing-related rodeo.
I've seen some belly button piercings and other piercings that have disappeared. It's probably more common than you think. The worst thing that could happen would be sepsis and ultimately death.
Death? Shit escalated pretty quickly, so it's definitely a no to a Prince Albert then. For a clean X-ray, Phoebe has to remove her other 78 earrings. Mum gets to work on her like she's casually removing some curtain rings.
Ow, Mum! Ow! I just
What are you doing?
I'm pulling it, my love.
This was actually how Van Gogh lost his ear. The X-ray confirms that her bargain basement stud is well and truly wedged in her ear.
Really good X-ray, that.
This isn't all about you, Ben.
So we've got two options here. One is I try and force it through very quickly. So just push the ball end through the wound in the ear.
Ah, that sounds painful. What's option 2?
The other option would be an injection behind your ear of a local anaesthetic to block the nerve to the ear, and then it won't be painful.
So if it ripped out with or without an anaesthetic? Oh, the agony of choice. Surprisingly, Phoebe goes for the pain-free option.
Hello, Phoebe. My name is Raja. I'm the consultant from here.
And Dr. Anil Rajashara is here to whip out that ming-bling.
So try and keep as still as possible.
With the ear numb, he's able to manipulate the piercing so that the stubborn stud's exposed.
Oh, it's there.
And then it's all hands on deck.
And then I will pull up.
And bosh!
Okay.
The earring is finally out.
Might want that, chuck that in the bin.
Oh, well, that's £2.50 down the drain. Having spent so much on ear fashion, Phoebe is then given the ultimate accessory, a really inconspicuous plaster.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't look great.
Great. I look cool.
Don't worry, plasters are the new ear cuffs. And Phoebe, if you have anything else pierced, it might be worth avoiding the bargain range.
Thank you very much.
OK? Think of us as a warm cuddle after a really bad day.
Complimenting me on
Before the break, we met Ruth and Matt, who got trigger-happy with his nail gun and took body piercing to a whole new level. He's been waiting on his X-ray, but the results are now in. So it's time to let Withnail and I know the damage.
The tip is there.
Yeah.
And it's not to the
It's
bone.
not down to the bone.
No, not to the bone.
Thanks, Doc. This is good news for Matt, but that pesky nail still needs to be removed. I'll just grab me crowbar.
You ready?
No.
You're on. Oh, God.
Real men like me and Matt would usually yank a nail like that out with our teeth, but on this occasion, the hospital has insisted that a local anaesthetic be administered.
God, Jesus.
I actually always thought anaesthetic was supposed to stop the pain.
Yeah, thanks for that. What are you going to do? One of you hold my hand and the other just pull it straight out?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Just brace yourself, fella.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yank that ring shank.
That's it.
No blood and no swearing. I didn't feel anything. Oh, that's right touch.
Do you want to take home?
Yeah, let's look. That's quite far in, wasn't it?
Fortunately, there's no lasting damage.
So your movement is all fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I can go back to work then.
Come on, mate, you've earned a sickie, a bit of shut-eye, dinner at the pub, then footy. Go on, treat yourself.
Yeah, nice one. Thank you for your help. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
He's been a brave soldier. I'm very proud of him. No tears, no sobbing. I waited for the scream and there wasn't one.
The boy done good. Hopefully he's learnt his lesson.
Off back to work now, hopefully, so straight on the nail gun.
So we'll be seeing you soon, like really, really soon. Meet Basingstoke's answer to Arnold Schwarzenegger, a burly man mountain who goes by the name of Colin. When he's not busy bench pressing or rigs, Colin's competing to be England's strongest man. Here he is, casually lifting my whole family's body weight. Oh, I could murder a pint. If you ever wondered why the number 14 from Tadley to Basingstoke is always late, here's why.
I've won smaller competitions. Cornwall Strongest Man a few years ago, Southampton Strongest Man.
Well, we've all got to start somewhere. 24 hours ago, tough guy Colin was competing at London's XL Arena.
On the first event, I fell over doing the duck walk.
Oh, hang on, the what?
Duck walk, carrying 200 kilo in my hands.
You must have been spitting feathers, mate. Let's have a goosey gander at what happened. It was Colin's big day. A chance to win the coveted title of England's strongest man. The aim of the game was to waddle as far as possible, carrying an enormous weight. He shot away like his tail feathers were on fire. But after 45 metres, his ankle buckled and...
And I went arse over tit, really.
And you're now looking at quite possibly England's largest ankle. Colin's here with his daughter, Poppy.
Future strong woman. Britain's strongest woman in the making.
And his other half, Gemma, gets one hell of a workout heaving him around A&E. Rather you than me, love.
I'm pushing him around today, so you can see I'm hot and bothered. You can see the size of him, so it's hard work.
She is the real hero in this. Colin, meanwhile, can't seem to catch a break.
Got a punch on the way home as well.
Fortunately, there's no need to call the AA when Cole's around. After a quick X-ray of Basingstoke's strongest ankle...
What happened to you anyway?
I was doing a duck walk.
I see.
Don't pretend you know what that is.
Right, Mally, I'm one of the nurse practitioners.
Nice to meet you.
And what did you actually do to it? Walking or what were you
walking, but doing this, had the weight between my legs.
Ah,
doing a duck
okay,
walk.
so you saw, okay.
Yeah, we really need to come up with a tougher name than duck walk.
Do you work at all?
Scaffolder.
Oh, you might not be doing that for a while then.
Well,
I thought exercising was supposed to be good for your health. It turns out that trying to beef up is completely the opposite. Just like this fella who couldn't lift his giant weight with his hands, so he used his head. And the lady who performed some sort of exorcism while exercising. In a nutshell, weightlifting, it's not for the faint-hearted.
Let me have a proper look now if I can. Very swollen, so what happens is when it swells, it puts pressure on the nerves. You come in to watch. So tickle Daddy's toes.
Yeah, always best to get a second opinion.
Can you feel that?
I feel that, yeah.
So will he be able to pull buses again?
Where you saw is kind of all over that bit there, but I can't see anything broken on that. What do you think? Do you think Daddy can keep his foot? Yeah?
Nah.
Cool, so I think what you've done is you sprained it.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you some crutches.
I'm quite heavy. I'm 150 kilo.
What? That's about the same weight as one of those cuddly giant pandas.
I don't know, I just don't want to use them and fall on the floor.
Oh, look, there you go. What do you weigh?
150. 160, that's right.
Oh, there you are.
Colin is given 2 girders from the Severn Bridge to use as crutches.
Big chap, probably 3 times my weight. His arms were about as big as my thighs. He hopes he might be the English strongest man, and looking at the size of him, I think he's probably got a good chance.
From duck walk to one-legged waddle, Cole leaves the hospital, prompting a series of tremors in the Basingstoke area, and should be off his feet for quite a while.
So I'll try and get back to work next week if I can. Obviously without these.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you, but your missus might.
Can I put in writing you're having 3 to 4 weeks off?
Oh well, so I'll just take it steady. I'll take it steady.
We'll see.
I'd say that's a definite no there, Cole.
Take care. Bye-bye.
When you're off to A&E, it's always nice to have a friend or family member there to support you. But Jesse from the Isle of Wight has come with his old man, who has about as much sympathy as roadkill.
Do you know, the biggest complaint I've got is his mother can't drive, so he wants to go to A&E, Sunday afternoon, and I just want to sort of veg out. Just, like that, but no.
Well, I can't take myself, can I?
Oh, come on, Dad, you must have something nice to say.
We make you proud, don't we?
They make me immensely proud. Fortunately, I've got one daughter as well, who's not such a drama queen.
Well, if you're not getting any TLC from your old man, I'll lend you a sympathetic ear, mate. What happened? Was it a spot of charity work, an accident while fixing your nan's fence?
I had a heavy one last night and got drunk and seemingly fell over. I don't really remember how it happened, but I think I fell over and broke my wrist.
You think? Soon to start a new job, Jesse decided to celebrate his good fortune with a trip to the pub. But the following morning, not only did he wake up with a hangover, he acquired a mysterious and painful hand injury. What could have happened? An accident at the bar? An altercation? The problem is Jesse just can't remember. Having heard the story, does Dad feel sorry now?
I want it to be broken because, I want something worthwhile for the discomfort to get me up out of my chair on a Sunday afternoon.
It's a little bit harsh.
Well, it certainly puts a tough in tough love. So can't any of your mates shed any light on how you mangled your hand?
It was with my brother, and he's just as bad as me, and we both can't remember. So it's a mystery.
Oh, Jesse, it's an absolute humdinger. You drank too much, fell over and somehow hurt your hand. Better call Sherlock. I'm sure your dad has a fair few tales from his days out on the lash.
I was married at the age of 19 like an idiot. I had a limited and short experience of going out and getting drunk.
I respect Jesse's dad. He found love, hung up his holster, and just to confirm once and for all that he was off the market, he grew a goatee ponytail.
Obviously, ladies are different to they were from my day, because obviously they like people that speak incoherently and don't know who they are talking to.
I was speaking completely coherently. I was a perfect gentleman.
Which on the Isle of Wight translates as I wasn't sick in anyone's hair. Injuring your hand could cause real frustration.
I'm Teresa, nurse practitioner.
So Nurse Teresa wants to check out what sort of bad boys these digits can still be.
Is it worth this?
No.
No?
No.
No. Can you pop it to your little finger? And the next one. And the next one.
Looks like that could still do the job in hand.
And back.
But Jesse's still feeling the pain, though, unlike his old man.
It really hurts.
It's me.
So what's the verdict, then?
Likelihood is that this isn't broken.
Yeah.
But just to be on the safe side, we're going to get an X-ray just to be 100% certain. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
With Jesse in some discomfort, surely it's about time for his dad to show his tender side.
I thought you could be a little bit more manly about it than that, though, Jess. You should have got it.
Or not.
You've got to show how much it hurts. And I thought I did quite well.
Oh, I hate to leave these heartwarming father and son moments, but it'll be a while before Jesse's X-ray, so let's check back on them later. Earlier we met Jesse and his old man, who is fuming after having to interrupt his Sunday afternoon snooze to solve the riddle of his son's drunken hand injury from the night before.
It really hurts.
And having now visited the sobering X-ray department, the nurse is coming back for one more round.
Hiya.
Guess what?
Not broken.
It is.
Is it?
Get in there. At least it's made the journey worthwhile now.
There you
It's
go.
only a little You've got a bone here. It's called the scaphoid bone, and it's like a dog bone shaped bone.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually taken a little bit of the top part off. Do you want to have a look at the X-ray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you happy?
Come on, guys, let's just call it a draw. There's no need to fall out.
That's your thumb. And you've got a little break there.
Well, it's about time he got one over on his old dad.
Break. And you didn't even remember it.
No. Yeah, that's rubbish.
Sorry.
But guess what? His old man's still not impressed.
Barely a break, though, is it? Can hardly see it. I need to put my double-strength specs on to see it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's good because it is broken, but not broken enough.
I probably wouldn't hold out for anything more sympathetic, fella.
He's got to have a bandage, probably a Mickey Mouse one or something.
I was going to ask for that, yeah.
Yeah.
Preferably pink.
So for the second time in the last 24 hours, Jesse is getting plastered. I hope it's not his drinking arm, though.
Get all my friends to sign it.
I'm sure your dad's got a few words he'd like to write on it.
Yeah, it still hurts, but this is a lot better already. And it makes me look cool as well, like I've actually got a break.
I'm not sure cool is the first word that springs to my mind. Anyway, what's your old man make of it all?
Every day of my life is bizarre. It's just that it doesn't always involve ER.
Yeah, he's a poet and he knows it.
But when you've got 4 sons and 1 daughter and numerous granddaughters, every day's bizarre.
And massively, massively, massively disappointing. Next into the bizarre ER is Farmer James and his mum Jane, who are waiting in A&E after James got into a fight with one of his cows.
This morning we decided we were going to foot trim some of the cows on the farm.
That's giving them a pedicure to you and me. Must have been sandal season. James got hold of a cow's foot and took a moment to decide whether to begin with a massage or go straight for the polish. But a delay put his client into a bit of a bad mood.
He decided to kick me straight in the face.
Oh, it's got to hurt.
Obviously my teeth have cut the inside of my mouth, and so I've got this nasty hole here.
Nothing that a few stitches won't fix.
I don't really want to have any stitches. I am a tough farmer, I'd like to just put that across, but yeah.
Yeah, apart from when you get attacked by one of your own animals, you might want to beef up security, fella.
Nobody likes stitches, do they?
James isn't the first to be on the receiving end of one of these cud-chewing bovines. These 4-legged beasts are regarded as one of the deadliest animals in Britain today. And here's your proof. Ever heard the expression, you should let sleeping cows lie? Neither had this guy. It's amazing what comes off the back of a lorry these days. That's how you handle stolen goods. These two took their marriage vows to the next level. Till death do they part and all that. And if you annoy cattle for a living, well, you might end up getting the horn right in the bull ring. Medic! Physician's Associate Jaspreet herds up James and his mum.
What's brought you in today? I'm a farmer and I've been kicked in the face by a cow.
Okay.
So,
Kicked in the face by a cow?
yeah.
Don't worry, we couldn't take it seriously either.
Okay. It's pretty strange. I mean, you hear of people maybe falling off horses, you know, riding horses and they're falling off, but never actually kicked in the face by an animal.
After taking a cow hoof in the face, it's important to rule out any damage to the brain. So Jaspreet and James play Touch My Finger and a game of pat a cake.
As quickly as you can. Good man.
Oh, nice handwork there. James hoofs it down to X-ray, and luckily for him, that cow was no match for his cranium and nothing is broken. So next stop is facial specialist Dr. Neil, who'll stitch up James's fat lip, but not before a huge ass injection and some casual cow banter.
The question is, did the cow have a name?
No.
Rooney's a good name.
Good one, lads. James is in stitches, literally.
We're all done there, okay? Better?
Yeah.
I'm just relieved I didn't pass out, to be honest.
James has been discharged and is free to head back to the farm to rest, recuperate and milk it for all it's worth.
They've just told me to eat soft food for a few days and take it easy and don't get wrestling any cows, so...
Tuck into a steak, that'll learn her. Next, the incredible near-death story of Debbie, who was caught in a terrifying car smash that caused her to lose face, literally. Glasgow secretary Debbie had always loved fast cars, but her full-throttle passion nearly killed her when her car was involved in a horrific crash that broke her back and scraped off half her face. Back in September of 2008, Debbie had fallen hard for Maggie, a shiny, souped-up motor.
It was definitely love at first sight when I saw Maggie.
Debbie had no idea that buying this car would change her life forever. And she spent £2,000 to get her hands on Maggie and kit out her interior in hot pink.
When I first got the keys for the car, I was really excited. It felt amazing.
But there was just one massive hitch.
I was just annoyed at myself because I hadn't passed my driving test yet. I'd failed it so many times over probably about 10 years.
It seemed that Debbie was a disaster on the road.
It was silly things, typical Debbie things. I think if it went around about the wrong way, just nerves taking over.
But then on her 7th try, a miracle occurred.
The day I passed my test, I had ants in my pants. I could not wait to go home to take Maggie out a drive. It was definitely an eye-catcher, fun to drive.
But the honeymoon period was to be short-lived. Only 6 weeks later, Debbie and Maggie went from cruising down the road to crushed in a tangled wreck of twisted metal. Spoiler alert, one of them doesn't make it.
On the morning of the accident, I was running late for work, so I went down onto Lochlevo Roads, which is a faster road.
But in her haste, Debbie had chosen a tricky country road that she knew had claimed many victims.
Quite a notorious road. Both my parents have been in accidents on that road. Maybe a bad decision.
Still, Maggie was handling the twists and turns of the road like a dream. But then came one treacherous bend, which would change the course of Debbie's life forever.
It seemed to happen in slow motion. The car just seemed to slide over, and I remember being thrown forwards.
Debbie lost control of the car, smashing Maggie head-on into a wall, flipping her over and throwing herself into the passenger side of the car.
All I could see was, like, roads in front of me. And I was like, you know, where am I? What's happened?
With her head sticking out of the passenger window, Debbie's face was being dragged right across the ground.
I couldn't see my facial injuries. Obviously, I didn't think it was a big deal.
But it was a big deal. Debbie's face had been peeled right down to the bone.
I tried to crawl out, but I couldn't get out. And then the fire brigade were there, and they had to cut the car and took me into the ambulance.
Debbie was rushed to hospital.
Every wee bump that we went over, you know, it was really hurting my back. So I was shouting at the ambulance driver, telling him to slow down. So the ambulance drove like 5 miles an hour.
Debbie was slowly wheeled to hospital. Once there, A&E staff flew into action. Although Debbie's facial injury was attention-grabbing, it was actually Debbie's spine that looked like a total write-off.
They told me that I had a spinal injury. They didn't know how bad it was.
The doctors discovered the crash had shattered Debbie's vertebrae, and it was left in too many pieces to be surgically wired together.
The doctor has said, you know, if you move your legs, you're going to end up paralysed.
Debbie was completely immobile and bedridden, but amazingly, lying motionless for 3 months ensured she wasn't going to be paralysed. It also gave the surgeons much-needed time to assess the damage to her face.
When I first saw myself in the mirror, I was totally devastated. My head looked like it had been through a mincer.
The technical term is degloving, an injury that peels off the skin. Take it away, Mr. Jeff Downey.
In Debbie's case, she lost a significant portion of her left brow, the underlying muscle, the frontalis muscle, with exposed bone in this region.
To reconstruct her face, surgeons had to take skin from the back of her neck and graft it to her skull. It was a slow and painful process.
I knew I was disfigured, and I just didn't ever think that I would ever look normal again. You know, it was pretty dark. It was a pretty dark time.
But life had one more shock in store.
They had actually said to me in the hospital that because of the injury that I had, that it may affect my fertility. Falling pregnant was the last thing on my mind. I fell pregnant when I had the back brace on. Yeah, so it was a big shock.
Did you name your daughter Maggie after the car?
No. She's in scrapyard heaven. I've learned my lesson.
It's another day of weird and wonderful injuries here in Bizarre ER.
Hi, good afternoon. How can I help?
It's a place where we treat every patient with the same amount of respect, care and gobsmacked admiration. In Dudley, where bandanas are still in fashion, apparently, forklift truck fixer Andy has his feet up after a nasty accident at work.
It was very painful. You can see a lot of torn muscle and tendons by the looks of it. I think it's probably the worst pain I've felt. I've got a photo of it on my phone if you want to see.
Come on, mate, that's disgusting. You've not even put a filter on that.
I was sat there not looking, to be perfectly honest, because it was really, really painful.
Honestly, mate, that's only getting 4 likes on Instagram, maximum. But anyway, how the fucking hell did you do this to yourself? Andy was having a busy day at work. Suddenly he had an issue with his truck. To see what the problem was, he had to put a prop underneath the forks.
Instead of using a nice, safe piece of wood to support the forks, I used a steel bar.
Which immediately collapsed, causing the forks to drop onto Andy's feet, pinning him to the floor. God, there must have been claret everywhere.
No bleeding at all, which is astonishing. I would have expected it to bleed, but not a drop.
What a medical marvel. How did the other guy do?
The truck's fully intact.
That's a load off.
The truck survived.
Staff nurse Anthony arrives to check out Andy's forked foot.
Your pain, out of 10?
9.5, 10, it was painful.
Doesn't get more painful than that.
So do some basic checks. Can you wiggle your toes for me?
Just about.
Just about.
Are you sure it's a 9.5?
Can you move your ankle at all?
Yes.
It's not even a grimace. Are you having us on?
Can you feel me squeeze?
Yeah, I felt that.
Jackpot, that's more like it. That's what I like to see.
Was that a shock?
That was like a shock, that was, yeah.
I've seen crush injuries before, but not anyone who's been crushed by a forklift truck fork before.
Me neither, thankfully.
Let's have a look at it. The forks, he roughly estimates to be about 200 kilograms.
Oh, there it is.
We have an 8-centimetre laceration. Let me get that wrapped back up. Okay. What we're going to do is make sure there's no broken bones or any other foreign bodies or debris in there.
Yeah, best get your grubby old hands off it then.
Oh, God, that hurts. Hey, it's much better when it's covered up, you know, I can't see it.
Does the same go for your hair? Andy's crushed heel and whatever's underneath that bandana are wheeled into X-ray. We'll check back later to get the results. In today's self-obsessed world, personal grooming involves styling, sculpting, waxing and shaving yourself to within an inch of your life. Cue Naomi. Naomi ignored Miss Miyagi's sage wax on, wax off advice and instead attacked her lady garden with a razor. Now she's in A&E with her mum on television. All she needs now is a random wolf attack and it's pretty much the worst day ever.
Oh, but it's stuck. I don't know.
And we're off to a bad start.
It's not nice to find a gash like that.
A gash, you say? Fashions change over the years, including hairstyles, even the ones in your nether regions. Like many young women these days, Naomi opted for the bald as a billiard ball look. But she discovered that being careless when going hairless can be very painful when she got a razor caught somewhere extremely delicate. This is a situation that may involve getting in a flat, but Dr. Ruth Battersea intends to stay calm.
So, Naomi, what brings you to A&E tonight?
Oh, this is going to be awkward.
I was in the bath yesterday and I was shaving and I got my shaver stuck.
Told you.
I've got a massive gash. I'm bleeding from like the top side part where I must have caught myself. But the blood today has been so unreal. I've had like 10 wet ones full of blood.
Okay, and you say you got it stuck?
Well, I don't know much about the female anatomy, but I think she may be talking about the Volvo.
It was a blunt blade, but I've got it caught onto my skin and ripped it.
So basically, you mutilated your mimsy.
And you've never done this before?
Yeah, let's hope this is your first and last time.
So we've got to have a look at it to see whether it needs any stitches or anything.
I will put it down.
Okay.
But
Fingers crossed for you that it doesn't down there.
Stitches? I don't know about you, but forget fingers crossed. I'm keeping my legs crossed for this bit.
Are you allergic to anything?
Penicillin
And razors.
It's nervous laughter all round as Doc prepares to take a closer look. I'm leaving the room.
Okay, you happy for me to look?
Yeah.
We want to make sure Naomi's privates remain private.
We won't need that.
So you'll have to take our word for it that the Doc is actually having a closer look at the affected area.
Oh, okay. Oh, bless you.
Yeah, that's an odd place to sneeze from.
Ow, I can see where you cut yourself.
And now my eyes are watering too.
It's quite a bit further inside than I expected it to be from shaving.
What on earth were you doing with that razor, Naomi?
So we did try
got
to...
it stuck, so I wasn't really rushing.
You know what they say, more haste, less, well, skin in your case.
Have you ever tried any other methods of hair removal down below? It might be an idea to try waxing or even laser's quite good as well.
I actually prefer cream myself, keeps me as smooth as a dolphin.
Well, the good news is you've missed all the vital bits.
No stitches, hopefully.
You've been lucky though, very lucky.
You could say you've had a close shave. Sorry, just forget I even said that bit.
I don't think we would benefit much from putting stitches in.
Thank God for that. I've still got my legs crossed though, so has Naomi's mum by the looks of it.
There's no sort of important structures or anything there that have been cut. It's just this superficial piece here.
Result, and I can add that my pubic hair can sleep easy from now. It's going nowhere.
It's kind of putting me off as well, actually. I think I might have to look at alternatives too.
I reckon we just all stick with what nature intended. I certainly won't miss the shaving rash on my private parts, let me tell you. So all's well that ends well, and Naomi is free to go home and tend to her traumatised tuppence. What have she and her mum learned from this bizarre incident?
Throw the razors away. I've never heard of anybody else doing it before, so I think there's a first in everyone.
Let's hope it's the last, eh, Mum? Back to Andy.
Oh, yeah, I felt that.
You know, the guy with the bandana who found himself trapped underneath the forklift truck he was supposed to be operating? Well, he's just been in for an X-ray.
The wound is over here. OK, it looks like we have a foreign body there. Just see that little bit of white. It's in the area of the injury. It could be a bit of metal. The good news is I can't see any kind of bony involvement, so there's no fractures that I can see.
Good news.
I can see possibly a little bit of debris right underneath the ankle bone there. It could be a bit of stone, bit of metal.
Could be the detachable safari hat from my 1994 Action Man. We just don't know at this stage.
It looks like we need to get that to theatre. We need to get that properly washed out,
Theatre.
properly closed. Yes.
Hope it's not that boring play about operations again. Andy's under general anaesthetic, and if the gash wasn't a giveaway, they've doodled on his leg just to be safe. First things first, clean up that filthy forked foot. I'm a fan of a pumice stone myself.
This gentleman had a rather unusual, bizarre injury.
Operating consultant Matt Waits is overseeing Andy's op.
What we undertook was to debride the edges, so that means taking away the damaged skin at the edge of the wound.
Very smart, just take a little bit off the sides.
And then washing it thoroughly with salty water and making sure that there's no dirt left in the wound.
And stick a fork in it, and he's done. The operation was a success, and he'll be kept in overnight for observation.
I believe I'm going to eat my tea and sit here and watch telly all night.
Yeah, there's a great medical show on it you probably like.
I'm here until tomorrow, so it's a lost weekend in the hospital. Lost in Dudley.
And it looks like the operation to remove Andy's bandana was also a success. The following day, Andy's back on his feet and kids Emily and Jake are here to take him home. And like all good offspring, they're eager to put the boot in.
His own stupid fault, really, wasn't it? Could have planned it out better. Now I've got to taxi him around for the rest of the week and the weekend.
I'm feeling a bit foolish, actually, for doing it in the first place, if I'm honest, because it was down to me, it was my fault.
I think he needs to be more sensible next time. Just a little bit.
I'd say a lot more sensible if you ask me, but what the fork would I know?